Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in today. If you're new here, where have you been? But anyways, thank you for joining today. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button below as you join the family today. So guys, today we'll be discussing about things no one tell you before marriage. Yes, things they don't tell you because they don't want to scare you about the whole concept of marriage, or because they are too shy to just talk about them. Yes, so today we'll be talking about some of these things, some of the things they don't tell you before marriage. First on my list is you guys will not always be together. Yes, you will not always be together. I understand when you were dating, it was more of a romantic adventure. You understand? Like you guys were always on the phone expressing to each other how you miss each other and how you can't wait to see yourself and kiss and hug. But when you get married, it becomes different. I understand after the marriage you go for honeymoon, but once the honeymoon is over, we're talking about marriage here, so it's a lifetime process. So after the honeymoon you come back home, you have to go back to work, isn't it? So in some situations, some people do a 9 to 5 job. What I mean by 9 to 5 is you go to work from 9 o'clock to 5, that's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the morning. So your 9 to 5 job, so especially when two of you are working, you both have to leave home early and then you come back home tired. For the lady, you enter the kitchen and then you cook, or maybe if you decide to eat outside, you eat outside, you come back, So what I'm trying to say here is you will not be on each other's face every blessed day. You won't be on each other's face kissing and hugging, and your life is not just dependent on that. You have to go out there, you have to work, and you have to, keep the marriage working. So you guys will not always be together. You guys will not always be on each other's face. Second on my list, I have this: you lose friends. You will lose from friends when you get married. I understand your friends group was made up of single. Maybe you're the first out of your own clique to get married, or out of your own friends, several of you to get married, and then you're the only married person. So when you're married, you won't still be associating with your single friends. You understand? In as much as I know you still chat, you still call each other once in a while, but it will not be like when you were still single. Now you're married, you have one man, like you have one person to concentrate and devote your life to. That's your spouse. So you would lose some friends. Some friends would even be feeling I don't want to be close to her before all of that. You understand what I'm trying to say? They might decide to be feeling too big or maybe too classy. Now your wife, you have to be dressing a certain way, you have to be doing things in a certain way. So they will just try to live your life, or you yourself, you have to just cut off from some of the friends. And then third of my list, I have this: understanding comes with time. Yes, understanding comes with time. I understand that when you want to get married, they will tell you, marriage is all about being patient. So marriage is say hakuri in Hausa. They just say hakuri. That's patience. They always say marriage is all about patience and patience and patience. Guys, it's not just about patience. And patience, at times when you get too patient about, yes, the patience is needed, but getting too patient over some things, I'm telling you, a day will come that everything would reach you to a point like you'll be pushed to a certain level. You cannot be patient anymore, and that's when you bust out. So marriage is not just about being patient. I understand you have to be patient about some things. It's not all things you have to talk about or react to. Yes, you have to be patient about things, and then you have to learn how to go about things in certain ways. But marriage is not all about patience, as they told me, because when I was getting married, they were like, Patience, 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 patience. I was like, patience, patience. What's the patience all about? But sincerely, marriage to some extent is all about understanding each other. Marriage is all about understanding each other. And the understanding does not just happen. Because, guys, see, when you were getting married, you never had no one, you didn't have any signed agreements that, see, sorry, marriage does not come with a signed agreement that the understanding and the communication will just, okay, it's signed, like you have it. It's not, you won't just have it. It's a process. So understanding is a process. As you learn to go together, you learn to understand each other more each and every blessed day. So understanding is one of the greatest key in a relationship, in marriage, but understanding comes with time. Yes, understanding comes with time. And if you just take your time, you get to learn to understand your spouse more. And next on my list, I have, you'll be under the same roof, but not together. This part like sounds so tricky. You'll be under the same roof, but not together, right? Marriage is really not that rosy. Sincerely, marriage is not that rosy. Marriage is not the way we see, like the fairy tale, the fairy tale we watch and then they will tell us a happy ending. Marriage does not have a marriage ending, a happy ending, sorry. Marriage is a working process. Yes, marriage is a working process. So it's not one thing that maybe you meet and then at the end of the day you fall in love and then you'll be deeply in love. You people will have to work towards perfection together. You have to work towards perfection from the day you get married. And in short, yes, I usually hear the fact that people say that the first 5 years of marriage used to be very difficult. It's true, very true. It's difficult because you guys are coming from this different backgrounds and different, upbringing. So you have to come to understand each other. So the reason why you'll be in the same roof but not together is this: as time goes on, you get to start understanding each other, and at times you get a mixed feeling about what the other person is doing. So because of that, you start to feel, this person is being this way, I didn't anticipate this, I never knew this will happen, and all of that. And it might bring you people, it might bring a misunderstanding between the both of you guys. So in marriage, sincerely, a time will come that these misunderstandings will come, these arguments will come, and all of that. This is one thing that people don't usually tell, the younger, especially the older generation. They don't tell the younger generation about this. They don't tell them about these things before marriage. I think because they don't want to scare them out about the whole concept of marriage. But here, you guys will not always be together. You guys will, understanding comes with time. You lose some friends, and then you'll be together. You'll be under the same roof, but not together. Because when you have an argument, this person is high, this person is high, it means you're not together. You might have an argument and then you might decide to go your different ways. In some extent, some people keep marriages for as long as you can never think about it. So you guys will not always be together. And then the next, I have kids. Things change with kids. Your life change with kids. Your routine, your daily life change. When you start having kids, your life has to change. The way you do things has to change. Yes, it's not going to be easy, but with God helping you, it will be easy in Jesus' name. So your life change with kids, from the pregnancy, as a woman from the pregnancy, your life will just, your world will just turn around. And when the baby comes, the intimacy you guys used to have before will no longer be there. So the sex that you think when you come to the marriage, it will just be about sex. For those of you that get married because of sex, it's not all about sex. In short, there are times that the two of you will be naked in front of each other and you won't even feel anything. Like seriously, you won't feel anything. So when kids come, things will change. And then sex in relationships, sex in marriage is not the way you think about it before you get married. When you get married, at times when you have challenges, when you have your life situation bringing you down, or at times when you have some responsibilities that you need to do, achieve, but you don't have the finances and everything, it will weigh you down to some extent. So if you want to get married, just understand that you guys will not always be on each other's face. Be ready to lose some friends, and then understanding comes with time. You don't get married with an agreement, with a signed agreement of understanding and communication, and then you will be under the same roof but not together. And then when kids come, you know, your life will just change to another dimension, and you won't really have time for each other like before. And then sex in marriage, when there are so much responsibilities that need to be done but are not yet done, you won't even have the urge, you won't even feel the urge to even have sex in a relationship. So marriage is just like when you put tomatoes and pepper in a blender. When you're trying to blend, it goes through a lot of process. If you're watching it, it goes through a lot of process for them to come together, for you to get your own stew. So in order to get a perfect relationship, you need time. Everything works with time. The marriage works with time, understanding works with time, and with God helping you, that marriage will just be the best. So be encouraged today. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and kindly subscribe. Thank you for watching.